So we're going to try something new. We're going to, I guess, publish these internal conversations that we have amongst ourselves about the wacky and crazy and horrible, good, bad things that happen in the world of sports. And so we said, let's start today. What could we talk about? So we started the day wanting to talk about Jameis Winston. And I posed a question on my personal Facebook fan page asking, would he be going through this if he was at HBCU? And, that conversation, we started wanting to talk about that, and then we turn on ESPN, and then we see Greg Hardy, who has voluntarily just said, F it, I don't want y'all digging into my stuff. I'm just going to put myself on the exempt list. And we'll see what happens with that. So basically, I'm reading on ESPN.com that he's been placed on the NFL Commissioner exempt list until his domestic violence case is resolved. So I already knew when the Ray Rice situation happened that mofos be coming out the woodwork. I thought maybe the media would be digging these things up and putting it out there. But bravo for this guy who is going through his... Not even bravo for him because it's a horrible thing. But maybe he's manning up and saying, I have an issue, I need to deal with it, and I'm going to step ahead of it. Step ahead of the PR disaster that could ensue.
Or he's just watching everybody take shots and it's like, I'd rather dodge those bullets.
So Greg Hardy, I don't know, his situation is...
I don't think his situation is as bad as what's going on with Ray Rice or countless.
But I have to ask, what the F is going on with the NFL right now? So before the season, we heard about the Ray Rice situation, and I personally decided that I was going to boycott the NFL. I'm in an organization where the NFL is our partner, and I felt like this is a women's organization, and they haven't spoken out against the NFL, just a press release or anything. And they've been silent on the issue, so I'm just going to leave it alone. I do the social media work for this organization, and we are getting slammed with all these social media messages, and I've ignored it. So I just said, I'm going to boycott the NFL altogether. If we're doing an event with the NFL, I'm not going. It really pissed me off last year when the NFL partnered with a cosmetics company, and, I felt like that was great as a female fan, but then you ban purses from coming into the stadium.
But they have to protect their safety.
But you searched my bag already, but that should be enough. They went over and beyond to, be protected when you could just go through my purse, which I've already given you access to. So why do I now? It's banned completely. I can't bring a purse to an NFL stadium. Anyway, we don't have a team in LA, so I don't know how true it is. I guess people, if you watch this video, you can comment and let us know if it's true. But I will say this. From the Adrian Peterson case, who I have, some personal problems with that, to Ray Rice and now Greg Hardy, it is a real issue in NFL domestic violence. But there's a lot of other issues in the NFL with DUI and...
Well, that's with any sport. Keep going.
Aldon Smith, that's another issue.
He's just crazy. He's just crazy.
He's just crazy. Everyone says all sports have these issues.
They do.
But it just seems that, when those things come public and we hear about certain situations, it's not so much that it happens in every issue. It's how the NFL dealt with Ray Rice. It's how if they would have come out the gate and gave him like a full year suspension and then the video would have come out, then people would be like, well, he's already been punished. The NFL saw this and they punished him accordingly.
Hold on. I give you my perspective on this. Even if they suspended Ray Rice for a year and that video said it came out, we would have still found a problem with the NFL allowing...
No, but you would say, well, they gave him a hard sentence. He is going to counseling. It would have been...
That video was bad regardless.
Yeah, but he would have already been punished, and it would be like, oh, the NFL took a very harsh measure. But with 2-game suspension, and then we see the video, and then we're like, wait, that don't match? It should have matched. The punishment should have matched the crime.
It should have.
And he's dealing with counseling. Charges were dropped. Whatever.
Everybody's saying he didn't deal with the Swift enough.
It wasn't the swift. It was do your due diligence. We're saying take your time, but the crime should have matched the punishment, and it did not. And then when the video came out for the public, now public scrutiny is happening. Sponsors are expressing concern. Sponsors have not withdrawn from the NFL and being a partner, but companies like Budweiser, Visa have come out and expressed some type of concern that, you know, they are monitoring the situation closely, but nobody's pulled out or withdrawn advertising space. So that's kind of like our comment and our take on the world of sports. We can get into it all day. We've had internal battles about this, Adrian Peterson, and just the state of the black family and women's and how that works. What?
What's wrong with the Adrian Peterson situation? Everybody gets beat.
I didn't get beat like that. No,
everybody gets beat.
Girl.
You mean
and my mom was a single parent. She raised 3 girls, and
you never got spanking.
I got spanking, but I didn't get whooped, and you never saw no blood.
Just because you didn't see no blood,
and you didn't see marks.
What? So you didn't get marks on your butt?
No.
Come on.
I didn't look at my butt.
Come on.
I know I hated whooping, but the thing that really helped me stay on the right path was not the whoopings that I got when I was little. It was my mom sitting down and speaking with me about right versus wrong and what to do and what not to do. And those talks stayed with me more than those whoopings. So it's a way for kids to know instantly, like, oh, that was wrong.
We got talked to as kids, but then when you act up, you got beat. And I'm not saying I'm condoning what he did. I'm saying everybody's sitting here acting like they haven't gotten spankings before.
No, everybody said, it's like Chris Carter said, yeah, my mom did the best she could with us, but she was wrong in some situation. Child abuse is real. We know child abuse is a real situation. There's some kids that go home every day to drunken parents or parents that don't give a shit about them, and they get their ass beat for no apparent reason. Or over punishment for something that maybe the parent perceived to be something they did wrong. So I just say, what the is going on with the NFL right now is crazy, but guess what? I'm not watching it. But guess what? I heard, I believe it was Monday Night Football, ratings through the roof. Through the roof. Ratings are up.
Where there's scandal, there's ratings.
Yeah. So the NFL will be okay. The sponsors that are advertising the NFL will see. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to be watching it, and I'm not going to engage, and I'm not buying anything.
So the whole season you ain't watching?
I'm not watching
16 weeks, including playoffs. But you can go to the Super Bowl though.
I will go to Arizona for the Super Bowl.
You will go to Arizona for the Super Bowl, but you ain't gonna watch the season. What a hypocrite!
You're not getting my rating numbers, and you're not getting my dollars.
They're still getting them dollars.
And I'm going to parties to network for business.
Oh, okay. You network with them, but you're not gonna watch them. What's the difference?
You know what? I will say this.
What's the difference? When
you see the media attacking a lot of these players, I feel like it's kind of the same situation last year with Richard Sherman when they called him a thug. I would say this. The media can illustrate these athletes to be something that they are or are not. A lot of these players are wrong. A lot of them are criminals. But at the same time, when I did watch a game while we were in the bar of the day. I just glanced at it, and my heart melted because I see these players and I see men that look like my brothers and my friends and, you know, my buddies and my cousins and uncles. I see men on the field that look like my friends. And I know personally a lot of NFL players. And I know that there are a lot of good guys in the NFL. And so that's why you're a little bit torn. But if they can't deal with the problems in a way that shows that they care about women, then I'm going to have a hard time watching it. And it's sad because there are some good guys out there, good fathers, good husbands, a lot of men in the NFL. There are a lot of men in the NFL who are very religious. They're good people. They give to charity. They give back to the community. So it's a weird situation. But I personally, as a woman, cannot watch NFL this season. But I see you guys at the Super Bowl.